Hey guys, King's on a Fanboy here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a coaster of the week. This coaster of the week is Banshee at Kings Island. This is this coaster opened in 2014. It is a steel invert coaster, world's longest inverted coaster. Um, and the theme is really nice. Let's get to the theme. So the theme is, I guess, after Son of Beast had the land, um, and it died because this does sit in the former area of Son of Beast. A Banshee took over the area, and there's tombstones all around, and so yeah, there's tombstones all around it. The logo is awesome. It has the name, of course, or Banshee, and it lights up. The eyes on the ghost Banshee, I guess, light up, and usually there's mist fog going all around it, but I guess recently they've turned it off, but I don't really know. But on the entrance, when you enter, there's an archway going over. It says Haunted Hill. You go through the queue line. There's a giant tombstone for Son of Beast. There's tombstones all around. And at the top of the lift hill, once you get to the top, there's a giant Banshee scream, kind of like how Mystic Timbers has the loud noise when you get to the top. So Banshee has the same thing, but it's a giant Banshee scream. So yeah, definitely one of the better themed rides at Kings Island. Definitely like the theming with this ride. So let's get to the stats. This has a foot length of 4,124 feet of track. It has a height of 167 feet, a 150-foot drop, and a speed of 68 miles an hour. So, second tallest ride at Kings Island behind Diamondback. So yeah, let's get to the experience of the ride. Yeah, so this is located in the Action Zone part of the park. So you come up, come out of the station, you don't really bank, you turn left, but then you start going up the lift hill. Definitely one of the faster lift hills. Once you get to the top, there's the Banshee Scream, and you go down a curved drop. This drop's pretty good. I really do like the drop. And you come down, you go into a dive loop. This is a really nice dive loop. You get really close to the path, and you go after the dive loop, go through a vertical loop, which actually the lift hill threads the vertical loop, so that's really cool. And you go through a 0G roll, and this is where it reaches the fastest point in the ride after you go through the 0G roll. Can't talk today. And then you go through, I'm pretty sure it's a pretzel knot. It's a dive loop connected to one Immelman. So it's a very nice thing that Banshee has. Not a lot of inverts have them. Actually, Banshee's the only one that has it. Then you go through another vertical loop. And you come up through a helix, and you go through a inline twist very slowly. So you do some really awesome hang time with that. Then you go into a helix again, and you bank and hit the brake ground. So there is no mid-course on this ride. No mid-course, even though it is the longest invert. So I really do like how there is no mid-course. So let's get to my favorite seat to ride. A lot of inverts are better in the front row, and this is no exception. It is very better in the front row because you can see the track. But a big thing that just started happening to this ride recently is this ride is developing a really bad rattle. It's very noticeable, and I really hope Kings Island does something about it. And it doesn't help that this ride has the B&M vest restraints, so it comes down a lot on your chest, and it gets kind of uncomfortable. But so it does have a really bad rattle, and that Kings Island really needs to sort that out. And the vest restraints, doesn't work for this coaster. I'm not a huge fan of the B&M vest restraints. Valraven and Gatekeeper have them, and I really don't like the vest restraints at all. So then I really hope it's not a rough ride, but it's not super smooth either. It's really the rattle. Whenever I ride this thing, I can really only focus is the rattle. So I really hope Kings Island can do something about it. because it is getting a very noticeable rattle. Again, I hope it fixes. So let's get to the rating. I rate this ride a 7 out of 10. I rate this ride a 7 out of 10 because mainly it's the theme and the location. It was built in the former size Son of Beast, and it is really close to Adventure Express in the back. You can really see them from it. But it's really just the theme. Like, oh, you should take off a pointer too because the rattle and the restraint. But I really say the theme makes up for that. Because it's not a bad ride, definitely. It's not a bad ride. Definitely, it's one of the top 5 for Kings Island. But it's really just the rattle and vest restraint that I don't like. Everything else is awesome. But definitely, rated a 7 out of 10 because the theme is awesome. The ride is it's a really good layout. And the rattle and stuff is just like something you have to deal with unless Kings Island is going to do something about it. So, well, that's all for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.